How's it going, guys? I'm back. I'm making this video for those of you that aren't sure if a public defender is the way to go, or if you already have a public defender and not sure as to whether he or she is screwing you over. This video is about what I would do if I had a public defender and was not sure if he or she is on my side or not. Now, one trick that a public defender has done that I've seen is he will orally ask for discovery. So for example, I go to court, I plead not guilty. Do you want a public defender? Yes, please, because I believe in the system and I know that you guys won't screw me over, even though you guys will make money if you do. And they say, okay, perfect, go get your public defender or talk to them next week or whenever. Then I go over there and I find out, okay, well, we'll just meet up when we go to pretrial. And I'm like, what the heck? Or they'll say some kind of crazy story that makes me feel guilty of what I did or what I didn't do and I'm being accused of. Now, one trick that they'll do is that I've seen is where a public defender will say, Your Honor, I am requesting for the prosecution to provide us with discovery, please. And the judge will say, oh, okay, sure, perfect. District Attorney, you need to give them discovery. And of course they'll hand over discovery, and then that will make me believe, oh, this guy or this woman is really on my side and they care about me. Perfect. However, what most people don't know is that if the public defender does not file a motion in writing, okay, for discovery, then there is no proof that it's been even asked for. Now, there was a case where someone fired their public defender because at the end he realized the public defender was not doing his job, and he filed discovery. Even after the public defender did ask for discovery, the prosecution gave the defendant police reports, the public defender police reports, and that was it. And so the guy was like, oh, perfect. But in fact, after he fired his public defender and he filed a motion to compel discovery because he believed there was more, because he had seen the officer recording with his audio recorder, then long and behold, the prosecution provided not only audio but video as well. So that's the dangerous part about believing a public defender when he or she asks for discovery, and there's no record of it. They could say they're recording it, but if it's not in my possession, I can't prove that he said that or she said that. So that's not a good thing. Now, the only way I can find out if my public defender has filed a motion for discovery is I would go to the criminal division with the court clerk in the window, and I would say, hey, my name is Tactical Guy 1, I'm a repeat offender, here's my ID, can you please provide me with copies of my case? And they'll say, it's 15 or 25 cents a page, whatever the fee is. And that's where I would be able to find out what's going on as far as what has been filed in my case, because it's going to show what the prosecution filed, but it should also show what my public defender has filed. And 9 times out of 10 it's nothing. So that's one of the dangers of believing a public defender when he or she asks for discovery. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get all of it. So just keep that in mind. Now, another trick that these public defenders will do whenever a defendant is adamant that he or she is innocent and has proof, or just believes that this is an officer's wrongdoing and is sure that he or she is innocent and is going to be found innocent, okay? When a public defender has a problem with a defendant like that, they already pretty much have an idea as to if they're going to be able to screw you over or not. And if they feel they can't, what I've seen them do, okay, even in my own case, I had my public defender was asking for continuances. Your Honor, I'm not ready. I'd like to move the court for a continuance. If we can come back, please, in 2 months or 1 month, whatever they want to ask for. It doesn't matter. But the point is, he or she is asking for continuance. Now, she was telling me something totally different. Oh, look, well, they have nothing yet, so that's good, because if we come back and they have nothing then they should dismiss this case. Which isn't even true, but I didn't know that at the time. So, of course, come back again and come to find out, well, now they're begging again, and, now it's basically a show. The DA will even say, hey, Your Honor, I haven't had enough time, or it might even be a different DA. They'll switch out DAs on purpose. If I can get a continuance, or if the public defender would like a continuance, that's fine. And then of course my public defender would say, yes, Your Honor, that's fine. I also need a continuance as well. That way we can see what discovery the prosecution has, and we can prepare a better defense. And I'm like, what the heck? We got to come back again. And so that's a very dangerous situation these public defenders put people in, because when people realize, hey, he or she is screwing me over, and I check my file, nothing's there, they're not doing their job. You know what? You're fired. And what happens is, when I fire a public defender and I got to come back again for court, and I say, Your Honor, I'm representing myself, and then they say, well, that's not a very smart thing to do. You know what they say about people that want to represent themselves and have themselves as attorneys, or for for their own client. It's like, no, I don't think so. Your Honor, either way, I want to represent myself. Okay, perfect. But we're gonna have your trial date on this date, so it's already set. Well, Your Honor, I need time. Sorry, sir. You've had enough continuances in this case, more than enough. We actually did you guys a favor, when in fact it was just a con. So now I'm put in a corner where, well, now I don't have time to prepare, nor do I have time to even study up on what to say or do. So that's another reason why I would be very careful with allowing my public defender to get a continuance or any kind of motion to move the date back, because that's what the kind of predicament I can be put in later on if I realize he or she is screwing me over. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. Now keep in mind, I am not an attorney. This is not legal advice. If you want legal advice, please contact an attorney. I'm simply a guy who's been through the mill, and I know how it works. I've been studying criminal law for the simple fact that I never know if I'm going to be falsely charged again. And so I'm just super paranoid of the system now. And thank God that I am, because now I know enough to kind of defend myself, because you can never know enough. You just never know what they have. They have way more experience than we do, so always keep in mind. But so please let your friends and family members know. Post this on Facebook if you can. This is for the community. This is for the people to wake up and realize that they are in a system that was built to enslave them. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this video helped out.